I'm going to show you real quickly how to do problems 41 through 48. They're pretty simple. You've got y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, b is the y-intercept. Leave y, leave equals, put 2/3 in as the slope. Leave your x. Minus 5 is going to be your y-intercept. Done. Number 42, y equals, that's a negative 1/3. Make sure you pay attention to that. X and minus 1. And that is literally it for 41 through 48. So just keep doing that process. Then I'm going to skip ahead maybe to 49 and 50. So write the slope-intercept form of the equation through the line, given the point. So we still want it in y equals mx plus b form. We know the slope is 1. So we're going to put that in. We do not know the y-intercept yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this ordered pair that we know that this is the x and this is the y, and we're going to substitute it in for x and y and then solve. So here y is equal to -4, so I'm going to put -4 there, equals, I've got 1 times now -5 plus the variable b still. This is -5 plus b equals -4. And then from there, to solve, I would add 5 to both sides. Well, once I do that, -4 plus 5 is equal to +1. So b is equal to 1 there. So then what I'm going to do is take that and substitute it in there. And there's my equation. Y equals 1x plus 1. And really and truly, y equals x plus 1, because we don't really write the slope coefficient of 1. Show you again with the next problem. Still want it in y equals mx plus b form. I know the slope is -1/5, so y equals -1/5 x plus, don't know the y-intercept yet. I'm going to take the x variable, and both of these are -4, so I'm going to take these out and replace them with -4 here and -4 there, and then I solve. So -4 here, this will be 4/5 here, plus b still. To solve, I'm going to subtract 4/5 from both sides. That means that b is equal to -4 and 4/5. So then my equation this is -1/5 x slope and minus 4 and 4/5. And that's your equation right there for that one. I'm going to show you 2 more. I'll do 51 with you. So I know y equals, and it says slope is -10, x plus, don't know b. I'm going to replace 5 for y, because it's the y-coordinate. I'm going to replace -1 for the x, because it's the x-coordinate. There's a negative there. And then I solve 5 equals negative 10 times negative 1 is positive 10. Subtract 10 from both sides, and that's a negative 5 equals the y-intercept. So then your equation will be y equals negative 10 was the slope, and then your x. Negative 5 is your y-intercept, so minus 5. $53. Ooh, slope is 0. 0x plus the y-intercept. So from that right there, this one's kind of tricky. That means x doesn't matter. If you have 0 slope, x doesn't matter. That means, well, pretend that's a straight line. It's going through the y-axis in a straight line. Doesn't matter how x is changing, y is always the same. So then that's your equation on that one. Y equals 2, and then that's it when you have 0 slope. All right, 55, I'm going to do with you. This is adding one more step. It doesn't give you the slope. You're going to have to figure out the slope. Then you substitute some things in and then figure out what your y-intercept is. So it's involving one additional step from this last one. And this is in your notes, writing linear equations. We did that from graphs and from these kinds of problems. You've got, I think, eight examples in your notes on a foldable. Okay, so I showed you how to do slope from this way. Negative 3 to 2 is a positive 5, that's a 5 gain. 0 to 5 is a positive 5 gain. So 5 over 5 is a slope of 1. I'm going to erase this. Slope is 1. Now, at this point, I'm going to pick one of these that mathematically I'm going to find more easy to deal with. Okay, so if you want to use 5 and 2, that's fine. It doesn't matter. 5 is the x-coordinate, so I put that there. 2 is the y-coordinate, so I put that there, and for the y variable. Then I solve. 2 equals 1 times 5 is 5, plus b, subtract 5 from both sides. That's a negative 3 is equal to my y-intercept. So now I'm ready to write my equation. Y equals, slope is 1, x remains the same, minus 3 is your y-intercept. And really and truly, we would write x minus 3. I'll show you again using problem 57. Okay, first find your slope. So negative 4 to negative 3, that's a gain of 1. Negative 4 to 0 is a gain of 4. So my slope, vertical change to horizontal change, is 1/4. And I'm going to erase this. From there, substitute that in. And these are the exact same, so negative 4 is equal to 1/4, and negative 4 and plus b. And right here, this is negative 4 still, and 1/4 of negative 4 is negative 1. So to get rid of that, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. This leaves me with negative 3 here. That leaves me with my y-intercept is negative 3. So now I'm ready to put that into my equation, and then I'll be done. So y is equal to 1/4 was my slope, leave x, and then minus 3 is my y-intercept. And then that is it. That's all we have for right now. Let me know if there is more that you need from me. Thanks for listening.